Hey everyone, welcome to Sims Paradise. It's kind of a sad Sims Paradise today. We've sadly lost Lucas because of his blood poisoning. I touched on in the last episode. Don't worry about the poop or whatever the dogs were going out here, but he is gone, guys, and his last wish was for Jessica to take care of the boys. It's kind of bittersweet though, because we know Lucas's past. He wasn't always the good guy we came to love, but he was a good guy once he had children and he settled down, and that's all that matters. And now his sons are absolutely distraught. And there's really nothing they can do about it. He is gone now. So, I don't know what to do. I think we would definitely bury him somewhere. I'm not exactly sure where. Maybe somewhere like here. Be kind of like a nice place to bury him. I don't think that he would really want to come back, so I'm not going to go down that route. But I think it's definitely good for everybody else to at least come and mourn him. Jessica included. And then Jessica's gotta kind of be here for the boys, because they just lost their only living parent left because their mother had already passed away. And it seems as if Dean's really taking it hard. And it's very tough. These guys seem to be taking it pretty hard. Trenton's not even outside. I don't think he can really stand it anymore. How's the baby? Okay, the baby's just tired. Okay. Michaela's good. She doesn't even know. She's sleeping, though. It's sad. Very sad. We're gonna actually have to let the dogs back in. And then have Michaela call both the dogs. That way we can get them back inside. Alright. So I think now that Jessica's pretty much in charge of the boys, I think the boys are gonna really struggle with this. I don't even know. Like, Trenton could be not knowing how to feel, because we already know Trenton has autism, so he could be dealing with this a little bit differently, and it's just gonna be tough for everybody. Jessica's trying to keep a brave face right now for the boys, but it's really hard, because they lost their father, they lost their mother at a young age, so they really don't have anybody besides Jess, and Jess really would be their, hold on a minute, kind of like a cousin. I believe it would be a cousin, but we are going to actually release him, though, because I think he would want to be released into the netherworld, released into going home to heaven, and the tough thing is that the boys never really got to spend as much time as they did with him. It's really tough. But they still have Jessica here for them. And it's just going to be really tough for the boys because in Pacific Trenton, because Trenton's still dealing with the whole of the, like, I don't know, thing, like, with his autism and all that, not understanding what's truly going on. And then, I mean, these guys are definitely going to have it tough. Tomorrow, oh, it's Sunday, so we're good. But, I was going to say, tomorrow's Monday, I might have them call off school, but, we gotta give the dogs a bath. Jess is desperately gonna need help, though. That's the thing. We don't know what to do about that, because Jess is definitely gonna need help with the boys, because, I mean, she didn't expect to pretty much for this to happen, and it did. Like, she knew, she was aware of the blood poisoning, but she didn't know that it was going to happen as quick as it did. So she's desperately going to try to find someone that might be willing to potentially help her out with the boys. And the dogs, because she's going to have a tough time trying to take care of the boys, the dogs, and her daughter by themselves. So we're going to see maybe if, I don't know. Let's see what for friends. Tyler Simpson. That's actually, I forget what, I think, oh, Chad. That's Chad's son. Okay. It'd be kind of, I mean, Azriel is kind of a part of the thing, so I don't know about her. Maria could be a good option. Maria was Cameron's daughter, and she would be a good option. But she's actually been talking and trying to find a date, and the one that keeps coming up is Tetsu, which is kind of weird, but because it was her nanny growing up, but I don't know, maybe she could like ask online for a family member, or maybe a distant family member to come in and introduce themselves. Who knows? But the kids should definitely try to get some sleep because they haven't slept. I know it's going to be tough for them, but they should definitely try and get some sleep. Meanwhile, Jess is just bathing the dogs. I think she might put an ad out online in her room here and see if there's someone that would be willing to, that's potentially a part of their family, that would be willing to potentially help out. So after she's done bathing, I think we're gonna all try to get some rest because they've had a pretty stressful day. Um, and then we'll pick this up in the morning. Okay, so we're up. Kayla's a little bit hungry then. So we're gonna have to feed her. Give Michaela some food. How about some animal crackers? Then, the boys seem to be okay, but they're still struggling a little bit with things. Of course they would be. And for some reason, the kids cannot do any of this stuff. I tried. I don't understand why they can't, but what are you gonna do? But, so Jess is going to go ahead. Jack's wondering if we want to come over. I think that he's kind of worried because he heard the news. But Jack, if you want to, you're more welcome coming over here, bud, because we gotta do something real quick. We are going to search online and make a post on social media, and try to find any sort of family that may be willing to help. Kind of explain the situation. Say like, we're just looking for any of the Hussein or Scott family that would be willing to help with the boys, and help me because I'm pretty much here alone now with the kids. Their father passed away and their mother passed away, and we just ultimately need help. And I don't know who else to turn to, so I wanted to make this post in search of someone that'd be willing to potentially help. And in the process, she had heard back from Maria, which is actually a friend of hers, and also would be, I believe, I believe it would be a cousin. I believe it would be a cousin. Because Cameron was her dad. I believe it would be cousin. I could be wrong when I say that. I might have to look at the family tree because I know that. Hold on a minute. So, Catherine had two brothers, but Cameron was Catherine's brother. So, it would be, in a way, cousins. So, she said, I'm willing to come over and help if that's what I need to do. And so, we're going to invite her in. And the fun thing about Maria is, if you guys remember, when I started my Teen Mom series, I had announced that they had that, like, special parenting thing. Maria actually decided that she was going to be the one to take over for Maya in the process. And so Maria knows, like, how to take care of kids and stuff. So Maria's been kind of like, the best way to describe it is kind of like a super nanny. Like, she comes in and she helps out the kids as long as they need, and then they'll leave. But obviously, in this situation, she's going to be sticking around, and I think that in the process, we're going to have to ask Maria if she wants to officially move in. Like, ask her, like, obviously, ask her about herself and, like, reveal the story to her. And then we can actually officially ask her then if she wants to move in. And it's kind of going to be like a special little thing. Like, these gals are going to be working together to try to help raise these boys, as well as Michaela, because Jess feels like she can't do it herself. Her sister's no longer with us because she was killed by Azrael, and Lucas is no longer with them, and neither is Nicole. So it was kind of tough decision, and when Maria heard parts of the story online, she knew she had to step in and help because this is kind of like her job. So they're gonna ask. First, she's gonna give her a house key, like, if you ever want to come around, you know, and then she's gonna actually officially ask her if she wants to move in with them. So it looks like Maria said yes. She said, that's actually why I came over here. I needed to help you guys because it's my job. I love kids. I've never had kids, but I've loved kids, and it's her job because she's kind of like been a super nanny going around and helping out families in need, but now she's going to be helping out her own family in a different way, but she's going to be helping out her family full term. So I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so we're back and Maria's here now, guys. Um, but Maria actually failed to tell everybody something. She failed to tell Jessica something more so than anybody else, but she actually has been hiding something really big, and the only people that know are her and another person and her father, which he's okay with it, but he didn't tell Jessica because he thought Jessica already knew. But Jessica does not know what's going on, and so she's gonna tell Jessica now that what is exactly going on with her. So she's gonna tell Jessica now that she is actually pregnant with her first child. She said that, is that still okay that I stay here? And Jess is like, if you're willing to help me with the boys, I'm willing to help you with your child. I think this is be a perfect opportunity for us to help each other out. But she's like, do you know where the baby's father is? Like, does he know or anything? And he's like, absolutely, he does know. It was a one night thing. It was a friend of mine. His name is Trenton. Or, not Trenton, but Triton, I'm sorry. And he's a friend of mine. You went to school together, and so he is just friends with me. He's a vendor, and he is the father. He said about he's gonna be willing to be in his life, but obviously I have to be the one that carries him. I can't. And he said I think it'd be best for you to have him full time, but he'll come around and all that if that's okay with you. And he said I just wanted to. She said I just wanted to pull you aside and let you know that here in a couple months or whatever I will be having a baby, and I hope that's okay. And Jess is like, absolutely. I mean, I love babies. I love kids. I just needed help. And if you need help, you know where I am. And I think we can help each other out in a little bit of like a cousinly sisterhood. So It looks as if we're gonna end it out here, guys. Maria just dropped a bombshell that she is pregnant with a Triton, which is a friend of hers from high school. But they decided just to cool their relationship down and just be friends. It was like a one night stand type thing. And we sadly lost Lucas in this episode, but Maria moved in to help out with the boys. So we'll have to wait and see what happens in the next episode with the boys. But the boys seem to be okay right now, but they're still struggling, obviously, with the death of their father. But with that said, thank you guys for watching. Have a great day. Peace.